I want you to understand and know the time. It's time that we are accepted and respected by both man and mankind. You know, the scripture says that God would choose those that are despised and rejected.
The Honorable Louis Farrakhan's presence in Iran marked the determination of the Nation of Islam to announce its solidarity with Iran against the hegemonic oppression of the US. His presence brought out much anger from the Israeli press, which spilled over to the American mainstream media. Untouched by the fury, Farrakhan glided from one meeting to the next, from student groups to Ayatollahs in the holy city of Qom, and finally with the supreme leader, where he exchanged kind words and wise exchanges. Despite all the threats made by the Zionist media wildlife, he returned home untouched. We are proud to present this short documentary, saluting him and his entourage. May Allah bestow upon him longevity and success for the good of us all.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but He, and we thank Him in America for Allah's intervention in our affairs, in the person of Master Fard Muhammad, the great Mahdi who came among us to start us in the process of being resurrected from a mental, moral, spiritual, economic, political, cultural, and social death, that we can stand before you today as Muslims. As our fathers, when they were brought out of Africa, many of them were already Muslims. But the enemies of Islam knew that if we kept our faith, they could never make us permanent slaves. So the aim of the enemy was to strip us of our names, our language, our culture, our history, our religion, our God, and grow us up in America with no knowledge of self, no knowledge of our origin in this world. But thanks for the coming of Master Fard Muhammad and raising up among us the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I can come before you today and say Assalamu alaikum, and my name is no longer the slave name that I once had. I didn't realize when my teacher named me Farrakhan that he was subtly connecting me to you. Because when I came to Iran, the last time I was here, I noticed a village or a town in southern Iran named Farrakhan. I saw my name again and again in this country. And I said, well, maybe this country is the place that I should be. Particularly, what is it that you fear about Louis Farrakhan? It is that God has blessed us to know the truth of Shaitan.
از چی میترسید که در مورد لوئیس فراخان اینطور مینویسید؟ شاید فقط این باشه که شما از شیطان میترسید.
This is the day that Shaitan must be unmasked and revealed to the world.
امروز روزی هستش که چهره و نقاب شیطان باید کنار بره و مشخص بشه چهره واقعی شیطان.
That mission has been given to me.
و این مأموریت بر دوش من هست.
It's a very dangerous assignment.
تکلیف بسیار خطرناکی است.
But Satan or Shaitan has deceived the whole world.
اما شیطان همه دنیا رو فریب داد.
The Muslim world is in deep trouble. The Muslim world needs a process that will cause us to reconcile our differences and come together as one ummah. In that way, Satan will never destroy our nations and our community as long as we resolve our differences and come together as one ummah, one community.
جامعه اسلامی نیاز به یک فرایندی داره که باعث بشه که ما تفاوت‌ها و اختلافاتمون رو کنار بذاریم و با وحدت در کنار هم در قالب یک جامعه با هم زندگی بکنیم به طوری که شیطان نتونه به ما صدمه‌ای بزنه.
I am here at this moment in time because my brothers and sisters here are facing the wrath of the President of the United States and the government of America in these harsh sanctions that are being imposed on the government and people of Iran.
من در مقطع اینجا هستم که برادران و خواهران من به خاطر غضب رئیس جمهور آمریکا و دولت آمریکا و همینطور اعمال تحریم‌های ظالمانه برادران و خواهران من رو در ایران مورد هجمه قرار دادن.
The world said they did not want Iran to possess nuclear weapons.
دنیا گفتش که ایران نباید سلاح هسته‌ای داشته باشه.
So an agreement was made between the government of the Islamic Republic of Iran, the government of the United States of America, England, France, Germany, China, and Russia.
و بر همین اساس توافقنامه امضا شد بین ایالات متحده آمریکا، ایران، چین، آلمان، انگلیس و همینطور روسیه و فرانسه.
Every investigative body during the years of this treaty arrangement said that Iran had never violated one aspect of that agreement.
همه نهادهای ناظر به اتفاق گفتن که ایران حتی یکی از مفاد این معاهده رو هم نقض نکرده تا به حال.
In America, they said that they gave Iran billions of dollars, but they never said that they were holding over $150 billion of Iranian money and they were supposed to give it back during the treaty arrangement. But has Iran gotten that money back yet? Can anybody answer that question for me?
گفتن که به ایران میلیاردها دلار پول دادن، اما 150 میلیارد دلاری که قرار بود بر اساس این توافقنامه به ایران داده بشه واقعا این اتفاق افتاده؟ کسی میتونه این سوال من رو جواب بده؟
Iran fulfilled what she signed to do on that paper, but America has not.
ایران به تعهد خودش و به امضای خودش که در اون توافقنامه اومده بود پایبند بود، اما امریکا نه.
And with the advent of our new president, President Donald Trump, he did not like the arrangement, so unilaterally he ripped it up.
و با آمدن رئیس جمهور ترامپ ایشون از این توافقنامه خوشش نیامد و اون رو پاره کرد.
And now has imposed, according to what I have read, the harshest sanctions ever imposed on any nation.
Trump's always made it clear he absolutely hates the Iran nuclear deal.
The fact is, this was a horrible, one-sided deal that should have never, ever been made.
And when he pulled out of it 3 months ago, he said Iran would suffer.
We will be instituting the highest level of economic sanction. Any nation that helps Iran in its quest for nuclear weapons could also be strongly sanctioned by the United States.
Iran will no longer be able to buy American dollars. It won't be able to trade in gold. Aluminium and steel are also on the list, as is the country's currency, the rial. In 3 months' time, there'll be more sanctions on Iran's oil industry, shipping and insurance, and the central bank.
Iranians are very frustrated and angry. There are protests morphing around the country. This has been ongoing since December and January. And the government has very limited tools to really protect itself. From the domestic instability, of course, they can always crack down, but they're in trouble, and this is going to be a tough period for them.
This is precisely what Mr. Trump wants. He says the nuclear deal did nothing to curb Iran's behavior around the Middle East. Its support for militant groups in Lebanon and Gaza, its involvement in the wars in Syria and Yemen. The nuclear deal's other partners, the Europeans, Russia and China, are desperate to keep the deal alive. They still think it's the best way to stop Iran from developing nuclear weapons. But what can they do?
There is very little that the Europeans can do to save the JCPOA. So the governments are standing together in solidarity, but what they are not able to do is compel international companies to maintain their presence and visibility in Iran. So many European and international companies are withdrawing from Iran to protect themselves from US sanctions.
Mr. Trump thinks Iran will ultimately come back to the negotiating table.
And I have a feeling they'll be talking to us pretty soon.
But so far all we've had is a lot of heated rhetoric on both sides. If Donald Trump is trying to change Iranian behavior, it's not happening yet.
در برابر این آزمایش شامل نعمت خداوند خواهیم شد.
So my enemies are saying that maybe I should stay in Iran, not come back to America. I want to warn you. You speak as the foolish. America is mine. America is ours. Our sweat and our blood built America. How dare you say that we have no place there? How dare you say that we cannot criticize your evil and point it out to you? I am more of a patriot than most of you who bow down to evil, and it is only truth that will make America better. And I speak that truth, and I will be back in America to speak it again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
خب من روی صحبتم هستش با کسانی که به من هشدار دادن که همونطور که به ایران رفتی همونجا بمون و دیگه به امریکا برگ نگرد. اما چطور جرأت میکنید با من اینطور حرف بزنید؟ آمریکا متعلق به من هست. آمریکا متعلق به ما هست. عرق و خون ما باعث شده که امریکا به وجود بیاد. و من شاید باید به اونها بگم که من خیلی وطن پرستر از اونهایی هستم که ادعا میکنن که آمریکا برای اونهاست. و من تسلیم نخواهم شد، به امریکا برخواهم گشت و این حقیقت رو اونجا هم بازگو خواهم کرد.
I warn you, in the name of the two that back me, Imam Mahdi and Al-Masih, the Messiah. I'm coming home to face whatever you have for me. But I hope you will be ready to face whatever my backers